Hey, what's going on, guys? Couple Soup TCG here, back again with a brand new video. And today, for you guys, I will be deck profiling my pure Spellbook deck profile. I had a couple comments from my last Spellbook deck profile, which was more pendulum based, to make one that was more focused on just pure Spellbooks, which is what I have for you today. Now note, this deck profile is more like a template, more like a guide, because with pure Spellbooks, there's other alternatives that cost a lot more, that are more optimized and more finely tuned, that I simply am not running because I do not have those cards with me. Because I like to do deck profiles that with cards that I have access to. If you guys wanted a list that you could argue to be more optimized, for example, if you have Pot of Extravagances that you wanted to play, or Magician Souls that you wanted to play, I highly suggest that you watch Asian Persuasion's video for that, which will be in the description. Anyway, let's get onto the profile. So for the monster lineup, we play 3 Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. It grabs all of our Spellbook spell cards. It's a must run, the best normal summon in the deck. So we gotta play him at 3. We play 1 High Priestess of Prophecy just as another spellcaster that we can play. It's a dead card in multiples. If you were playing Souls, you could justify playing at 2, but I do not have Souls in this build, since it's more geared to be a more budget friendly build. It's nice removal when you see it. However, once again, it conflicts with Jowgen, which is like a must play in Spellbooks. Only playing it at 2 because I play another card that sort of conflicts with it. And like you won't always see, Power of the Guardians if you were to play that. I'm not in this build, and like there's also some hands where like Jowgen conflicts with Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, so it's like seeing both, Jowgen sort of just sits in your hand because you want to summon Magician of Prophecy first. Last monster I actually play 3 Silent Magician and the 1 level 8. Simply because it is a spell negate. It does get bigger with more cards you have in the hand, and if you do Spellbooks, they just constantly slowly get card advantage, so it's something that's going to get bigger throughout the course of the game. And when it is destroyed by battle or by card effect, it floats into big level 8, and can't be it's unaffected by spell cards, which is always nice. So big 3500 monster that your opponent has to then deal with. Onto the Spellbooks. There's a lot of them, obviously, because it is a Spellbook deck. We're playing 3 Secrets, 2 Fates, 2 Master, 2 Knowledge, 2 Eternity, and 2 of the Tower. That's all the 2-ofs we play in the deck. Most of it's pretty self-explanatory. 2 Tower and 2 Eternity is standard for the Fate Eternity loop. Knowledge you could bump up to 3, but I chose to play a lot of these cards at 2 simply because they are all hard ones per turns. Secrets does search all of them out, and more importantly, I wanted to play other cards in this deck to help supplement this stun sort of approach that this deck has. Anyway, for the 1 of Spellbook cards, we're playing 1 life. It's Premature Burial. Play 1 Spellbook of Wisdom. Nice for like if they try to imperm your Jowgen, you just Wisdom it, so it's unaffected by trap cards. Spellbook of Power to beat over bigger stuff. I'm also playing 2 Desires. You could, if you wanted to, play Extravagances if you have them, since Spellbooks don't need their extra deck. But I just have the Desires in here. Trap cards, play 3 Imperm. This card's cheap now because of the latest print. That's why I can consider it to be budget. However, if you still can't afford Imperm for whatever reason, just play another hand trap, maybe like Ash, or if you want to play more traps, you could play Lost Wind instead. It's really up to you. I'm also playing 3 Compulsory Evacuation Device. It's a good tempo card, nice removal. 3 Summon Limit, sort of acts as like more copies of Jowgen, so it limits the amount of summons they can do. Also nice when you have those hands where like you have Blue Boy, so you have Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, and you have Jowgen, and you want to summon Magician of Prophecy instead of the Jowgen, and if you have the summon limit, that's sort of like provides that similar floodgate effect that Jowgen would have provided, alongside of you getting searches through Magician of Prophecy. And then I play 3 Judgment, because it's Judgment. It's a good all-round card, stopping monster spell and traps. No reason why not to play it. Now, before I go into my extra deck, I would actually like to go into my side deck to just explain a couple things in my extra deck. So I'll put one Mind Control, just for going second. 2 Nibiru for the same sort of thing. 2 Mystic Mine, 2 Secret Village. You just have to play these unfair cards. It's just how it is with the spell books. You don't really get an option simply because you have to play so many of these like blowout cards, unfair cards, because spellbooks don't have really one of their own anymore. Like Fate, sure, is a good card. Jowgen is a good card, but they don't have something that's like Spellbook of Judgment, where like you can cheat out Jowgen, or just like this insane card. So you just need to play these really unfair cards to sort of supplement that. Also play 3 Cyclone, just for removal. You could play Twin Twisters if you wanted to. I just have Cyclone, because I just really like Cyclone. That's just a personal preference for me. 2 Evenly Matched. I only own 2, so that's why when you see my profile, so I've got an Evenly Matched, I've only got 2 in it. If I had a third, you could probably swap out one of the Mind Controls, maybe one of the Secret Villages for a third. It is what it is, and I play triple Super Poly as well. Now moving on to the extra deck. So, in an Extravagance build, which is something that you would see Agent Persuasion play, he has topped with Extravagance build multiple times. He would realistically just play Crowley and then a bunch of extra deck monsters that he could just summon. For me, however, because I don't have Extravagance, I've sort of got to fill it up with whatever. Once again, the extra deck is sort of how you make it, because spellbooks do not rely on their extra deck. So because of this, I'm just playing 1 Crowley. You only really need it once. It's nice because it sort of replaces Library of the Crescent, where it was sort of this awkward card that sort of conflicted if you wanted to play other power spells. So we're playing that. What I really like about Crowley is the fact that you can normal something big if you have a normal summoned. I really wish I had a special summon. It would be really nice, then you could justify playing something like The World, or World Prophecy, a Prophecy of the World, whatever it's called. That card where like when special summon has like a nuke like effect, I believe. However, you can't, so we just play it more or less for that search. Play 1 Beat Cup as well, just a link 2, because we are playing stuff like Mind Control and Super Poly, so just link awaying that stuff. Daybreaker, because we got Spellcasters in this deck, so why not? Got Phoenix in here, Cerberus, and Unicorn, just because they're just generic and good. We have Selene in here, simply because we play a lot of spells, that gives you a lot of spell counters. You can bring back something like a Jowgen on your opponent's turn if through a myriad of ways if you really wanted to. Yeah, so like Selene can come up in that. This Decode Talker as well, just for like that link 3, helps you like I guess like beat over stuff as well if you really wanted to. Zerberus, simply because of the synergy with all the banishing that we're doing. Also as a link for Avermax as well. Just as like good link 4s. Not that you're really going to be making link 4s in this deck, because once again, it is a very slow deck. It is a very controlled deck. And then I just have some Super Poly targets in Dragostapelia, Starving Venom, and Mud Dragon. You could play the Adignister one if you wanted to. You could play this, the other Predaplan card, I forget its name. And I play 1 Sky Cavalry because, there are situations where you have 2 blue boys, helps you out like obnoxious things as well. So that's it for my profile guys. I would probably consider it more like sort of like a template on how to build this deck, because once again, there's so many ways that you can sort of take spellbooks. You can once again throw it with pendulum stuff like what I did earlier in that previous video. You could play Extravagance if you wanted to. You could play Magician Souls if you wanted to. You could have it as a small engine. This is just my take on the pure spellbook deck based on what I own, based on what I have, being as realistic as possible, because I know that not everyone can afford a playset of Souls, a playset of Extravagances. If you do have that, there's videos for that. This is just purely based on my build and what I have available for you guys, for me to profile. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Cup of Soup TCG, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.